You're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back as we wrap up hour number 2. Coming up at 10 o'clock, Dumb Crook News. That's Friday. So you know it's Dumb Crook News. And at 10:30, What's the Line with Kevin Stone. He's going to come and talk about the sports betting aspect of football on the college and the professional level every Friday through Super Bowl weekend. I've had some emails come across. I'll talk to those about those in a minute, but let's talk first about a 2-vehicle crash at the corner of 17th Street and 19th Avenue Road. That's Easy Street and 17th, right there at the bowling alley, the bank, the car wash, Mojo's right in that area. Officer said a silver Chevy Traverse with 4 occupants were on the inside lane of Southwest 17th Street. He was entering the intersection of 19th Street on a green light. Police said a bicycle rider was riding fast on the sidewalk. Witness said the bicycle jumped off the curb, darted across the road. The bicycle struck the front and side of the vehicle. The victim was taken to Ocala Regional Medical Center where he later died. The Traverse driver, who was riding with his wife and 2 children at the time of the crash, was shaken up. Neither he nor his family were injured. The crash occurred about 5:10 p.m. yesterday. So, it's one of those 6 intersections where it's very busy. If you're going to be a bicyclist, you're going to jump off the curb and try to beat traffic. That's like trying to beat a train. You never win that, and this bicyclist found it out. But that is a very, very busy intersection. So take precaution anytime you're in that area right there, that the four-way grouping of 17th and Easy Street. As a bicyclist, last night learned the hard way that you can die if you're not cautious of that intersection. I got a couple text messages. I'll read one text message in particular to you. It comes via Facebook Messenger. It is from a man named Stuart who says, "So what do you want us to do with the homeless, Tom? Just cage them up like animals? Ship them out like they don't belong here? What should we do? Have you ever been homeless? You don't know what they're going through." Stuart, do you listen to the radio show? Have you ever once listened to a moment of the radio show? Are you a YouTube listener? Is that what you're doing? Do you have wax in your ears? Something wrong with you? It is well documented that for 11 months when I was 19 years old, I slept on a MARTA train from 2 in the morning until 6:30 in the morning. Would go to the YMCA, shower, get ready, go to Po Folks, work the expo at Po Folks until 2 in the afternoon. Go back to YMCA, work out, shower, go stand the door at security at American Pie on Roswell Road until about 1:15 in the morning, and then off to the MARTA train to get some sleep until I could go back to the YMCA and shower. For 11 months I did this as I put money away to get first, last, and a security deposit for an apartment in Atlanta. So yeah, jackass, I've been homeless before. So I know what the homeless go through. And yes, I know you can't cage them all up like animals. There's some that have serious mental incapacities. There are many of them that through hard luck have been put out. And they're trying to get back in. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the people that want to be homeless, the people that are violent when they're homeless, the people that accost other people when they're homeless. You do that to me and my wife, I'm beating the hell out of you. That's all I'm saying. If my wife was standing on the square last Saturday waving a sign, and I'm at the other end of the square from her, and some homeless guy comes up and throws a punch at her, homeless guy 0, Tom 1. Homeless guy right now still in traction in ICU. Tom having to figure out good lawyer. You don't like that? Sorry about your damn luck. That's the reality of the situation. You go to try to lay your hands on my wife, homeless, not homeless, I don't care. Serious issues are going to arise. And I'm not the kind that tries to talk a situation down. Because once you try to throw hands at my wife, who, by the way, did nothing to this homeless guy. She was just waving a sign for her husband who's running for city council. Once you try to attempt to punch my wife, there's not going to be an attempt on my part. I'm going to be like that commercial. Pick things up and put them down. because I'm going to pick you up over my head and put you on the pavement. It's that simple. You're going to get what you wanted. You're going to get food for a while, although it may have to be intravenously put through in an IV. You're going to get a nice place to sleep for a while, although it will probably be in a hospital bed in the ICU. So you're going to get what you want, and you're not going to hurt my wife ever again. And if people don't understand that, that's a you problem, not a me problem. And I'm not saying, Tom, you say things like that just to get a reaction from people. No, trust me, ask anybody that knows me. You try to lay hands on my wife, sorry about your damn luck with everything that happens to you. Just the facts. I'm not talking about homeless that need help, like need mental help. I know that we threw people out into the streets when we closed the mental hospitals in the state. I know there are people that have real issues and real problems that are homeless that need assistance. I also know there are jackasses out there that want to get violent with people's wives on the square. That gets dealt with. Sorry about your luck. And, yeah, I would put him on a bus, a train, the back of a pickup truck. I don't care. Get him the hell out of here. What was that? What was that? Super toe? Remember when I was a kid, that kicker that you'd hit his head and he'd kick the football? That's what I think. Super toe him in the rear and knock him into Alachua County. They love him in Alachua County. Let's move them all there. Just drop them off in Micanopy. They can walk across the prairie. When you're talking about people who are accosting people in the broad open daylight on the square, that's criminal. That's not homeless. Criminal, not homeless. If you're going to be criminal, you're going to get dealt with. And believe me, you'd rather them be dealt with than you would. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather them be dealt with than you would me dealing with you. That's all I'm saying. Coming up next, dumb crook news. Speaking of dumb crooks, homeless guy trying to punch a lady on the square. We got a lot of dumb crook news from all over the country, and we have quite the array of Florida dumb crook news. It is a Friday. This is Ocala Talks. Coming up at 10:30, we have a new show called What's the Line? With sports handicapper Kevin Stone. He'll be here. He's taking 6 games. One of them will always include a Florida team, whether it be college or professional. And I have it on good notion that he really likes 2 of the Florida college football games this week. Maybe even 3. I want to ask him. Well, I'll save that because I don't want to rub salt into a wound. But Wake Forest is a 6.5-point favorite over Florida State. When has that ever happened? I don't know if it has. Maybe 6.5 points in a basketball game when Tim Duncan was there. Maybe 6.5 runs in a baseball game when David Price was pitching there. Oh, that's Vanderbilt. David Price wasn't even that. That's right. See, I'm trying to give the other smart schools credit. Still, 6.5 points for Florida State. That's a bunch. We'll be back at this timeout. You're listening to WOCA, The Source.